champ is here.
I'm going to continue to stand with the people.
The champ is here.
I will not lose.
I'm a bad man. I shook up the world.
Yes, welcome, man. MH, man. You know, it's that time live show, man. Just made it past Turkey Day, so a lot's been going on. You know, it's gonna be a nice little quick live show. Hopefully, get shake some of that tryptophan off, you know, and see what we can do. So I know everybody's kind of shaking it up. You know, people wanting to sleep in. Some people have to go to work, man. But let's just, you know, kind of start the conversation, see who we got on. I already see the online is kind of going for us, man. But you ready to do this, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we got okay. Family on time. What's in there?
What up, Caleb?
Yo, what's up?
All right. Well, that's what we got in the days right now. Some people be popping in. I know some people said they were going to make it late. Some people, you know, did half days today and, you know, all of that good stuff. But that's kind of tis the season, right? So I want to start off and just, you know, ask about the holidays, man, or the first part of this long stretch that we wrap up the end of the year, man. How was that for you guys?
I'll let you. Well, I'll go. It was cool, man. I think Thanksgiving is one of those things where you don't never know who's working or not working this week, when they take off, when they are in. And then I don't even know, like, you know, when do you stop saying Happy Thanksgiving? Is it still kosher to say Happy Thanksgiving, you know, today, or after? But for me, Thanksgiving's been good. You know, we have a lot of events going on this week here in Las Vegas. Coming off the back of F1, and then some things that I have professionally with work. But it was really cool to see my mom. Me mom was in town, and so she did her Thanksgiving kind of prep week before, and then shout out to wifey. She did her thing yesterday. So yeah, I'm gonna be on this probably for the next 2 weeks.
You got your green juice going and ready to roll,
man,
right?
I'm hurting. I'm done too much. So yeah, no, it was good, man. How's everybody else's Thanksgiving?
Mine was good. Enjoyed the family. Was able to go to the in-laws' house, and that's an annual thing that we do here in Fall River. So we're able to spend time with my wife's family, and then same old. We got flag football in the morning and stuff. So nothing's really changed from tackle season. So still haven't got that break.
Hey, on a routine, huh?
Yeah,
on that routine.
Same stuff.
Nice. So yeah, man, I think it's good that don't have to travel, right? Like I think that's one of the, you know how they talk about count your blessings or what you're thankful for Thanksgiving. I was thankful that I didn't have to travel, man. Just seeing, like, you know, what's going on, and you know the plane or the flight crisis is still not fully recovered, right? You know, they came right out of TSA and all of those different people not getting paid and those things, to the busiest travel weekend or time of the year. So that was good. I didn't have to travel. Just went to my brother's house, and you know, he throws down, but it's his favorite holiday as well. So, you know, it's kind of, you know, we do our thing as a family, but just, you know, for those of you that live in Vegas or you know, have no people in Vegas, it's kind of people move in from everywhere. And like MH was talking, you don't know when they're working because we're in a hospitality industry. So some people are in those restaurants or in those kind of things that, you know, some families like eat their meal and then go out and do stuff. You know, they're still working. So we're kind of like a little haven for, you know, people to come by, get a plate and, you know, have fun, play games and things like that. So no, I'm thankful, you know, for my family that, you know, hold us down and like that I did not have to travel. That was definitely a good thing. But I know one thing that was good. I know MH is ready to talk about it, but you know, there were some games that was happening that day, man. So I'm gonna let you lead that off, MH, if you want to talk about any of the games, and then we can get into it.
Yeah, no, really good slate of NFL games, and that's and Caleb can speak to this too. This is one of our biggest traditions as a family, was just watching football after going to Commerce City for church for an hour Thanksgiving morning.
I like when you split it out.
Oh, man. Right, can we just miss today? But no, we came home and we watched the Lions game, and the Lions when we were growing up were terrible, but they're competitive now and really good. So it was cool seeing the Lions and the Packers play the start off the NFL slate. I really like the Lions, and Jameson Williams might be one of my favorite players. I just like his skill set and how he attacks the game. Obviously, Jahmyr Gibbs is explosive, so it's cool watching them play. They're a fun watch. But Dan Campbell, you got to chill out with the fourth with the fourth.
Going on the fourth.
Oh, come on, man! Like,
that's ingrained in there. We going on fourth.
We talked about it on the show a couple episodes ago about that's just Detroit, and he kind of lives into that. But I mean, come on, man! Let's be smart and just take some points when we can take some points. So Packers won, but the varsity game came on shortly after that, and this is one that I really want to spend some time on.
I see that because we skipped right past that. I appreciate the breakdown analysis.
Yeah. You just want to give respect to the full slate of games, but
okay.
The Dallas Cowboys. I think the Dallas Cowboys, obviously, playing on Thanksgiving is tradition. Them winning on Thanksgiving is also tradition. They've taken a couple of L's, but for the most part, they've been pretty successful. They're rolling at the right time. Thanksgiving is kind of the marketing season for NFL teams, whether you getting into the community and doing other stuff off the field and ready to pack it on in, or whether you kind of locked in and pushing towards the playoffs. And the Cowboys made a controversial trade, obviously the Micah Parsons earlier in the season, but then Quentin Williams for, a first-round pick later in the season. But they have shored up that defense. Kenny Clark, Quentin Williams. The secondary is flying around. Dak Prescott is rolling. He feels confident. He's on rhythm. They got the running game going. I was a little worried about the running game, but the running game is going. CD has remembered how to catch the rock again. And then that man on the outside there, that number 3, that second coming of Julio Jones out there, Mr. George Pickens, NFL young boy. He the real one out there. He the real one. He the best in the league.
We gonna talk about where he came from, where he probably got his skills crafted.
Nah, he slipped it. He slipped there. He slipped it to that place because he was throwing people in. He was throwing people in walls in college, so that's why.
Come on, man. Like, give us some flowers, right? Like, we just got good drafting skills.
We appreciate that. We appreciate y'all letting us borrow NFL young boy. So.
No, he's tearing it up.
He's that one.
Man.
He's that one.
He's definitely tearing it up. And then the Steelers are holding him back. Oh boy,
I agree.
Really? All right, we ain't gonna get into that.
He got a quarterback. He got a quarterback now. Wow. And you see what he's doing with a quarterback.
I will give you that. We've had some since the Big Ben days. There's been some kind of finding ourselves right now. So in finding ourselves, who else to go but to get the ayahuasca master who's always trying to find himself. So we're just in the phase. You know what I'm saying? The glory days of those towels, man. We're gonna come back. Yeah. The glory days of those towels will be back, man. So we taking our time. And I know you guys don't want to talk about time from glory days, so we won't even get into that. Do you want to anything, Caleb? You got anything on that? You want to get anything else on that game, man? Because if not, man, I think that's the third game kind of you were excited for, but it didn't turn out to be what you thought especially with I think the preseason of us having a live show talking about football. When we do our football show, everybody really was even though you're rooting for your team, everybody wanted to see what the Ravens were going to do this year. And boy, I mean, they're lucky they're in our division because our division is struggling. So, that loss didn't hurt them too bad. But it's not what you want to see because I think, MH, like you said, that November Thanksgiving time frame is really where you want to see which direction your team is going. What you had, Caleb?
No, nothing. Miles covered it with the Cowboys. We can go to that Ravens. That was the interesting one because everybody wants to see Lamar. So
everybody wants to see him, and I do think from watching him from the first game, the first coming back to now, he is looking better, right? But slowly better, progressive. I was surprised of what Joe Burrow looked coming back, right? I thought we was gonna be smoking on them Joe Burrows, as Patrick's dad be saying, but it definitely wasn't the way. That game did not go that way.
Yeah, for the Ravens, their defense is just uncharacteristically awful. Particularly in the secondary. And they got some like real like names in the secondary. I think on the broadcast, Collinsworth or whoever was on the broadcast, I think it was Collinsworth, but he said the Ravens have 4 first round picks for 4 first rounders in their secondary. And so you spend equity there, and there's a lot of investment in the secondary. They just don't perform well, and that has to do probably with their pass rush and linebackers and all those things. But their defense, what they've been built on for so long, is a lot to be desired. They're not good there. And then Lamar, I think he's unhealthy. I think it takes a while to get his timing back. Uh, I could tell when Lamar is off rhythm. And I'm not a quarterback guru. We were talking about quarterbacks, but usually Lamar, when he escapes, he knows the pattern in which one to escape to. Hey, I'm going to escape to his weak side B gap, or it looks crazy because he's a super athlete, but there's a rhythm to how he's even escaping. He was playing 500 yesterday, just kind of running around, escaping, and just off pure athleticism. So his timing is all off. For their head coach, John Harbaugh, to be a special teams guy. Usually special teams coaches are really good at situational
scheming something up, right?
Yeah, just situations. Like, they do a lot of like reach for the goal line and touch, like all that kind of like you can't fumble the ball going into the end zone. It's going to be first down. Stuff like that is just like, come on, Baltimore Ravens. Y'all got to be better in these situations than you've been playing. So to your point, they'll be fine because that division is not going anywhere. They just got to get on a couple 2 to 3 game winning streak, and they can just find themselves in the playoffs, stay healthy. So they'll be all right, but it didn't look good yesterday
at all.
And not worry about the Bengals. And
then just, that fumble that Lamar had was just really bad. And I think that was like a real turn, like right there on the goal, get them the ball like with, on 3 or 2 or whatever that was. And I just think things like that, man, is just really changing the course, when Lamar's not playing at his peak. So shout out to everybody on the chat and on the live online. So please hit your comments on the chat, man. We'll pick them up. We'll put you on screen or we'll definitely answer them. Since Nephew's on, what's up, Nephew? Happy Thanksgiving. Good to see you and all that good stuff, man. We did already talk about the Cowboys, but we'd be remiss.
How about them Cowboys? Yes, sir.
So only thing I want to do, and I appreciate you. Our online fans didn't give us much credit, and MH was slow, but we were talking about how a trade that you guys picked up, was really kind of helping you guys along the way. Kind of making a strong argument for the number 1 wide receiver on your team. But, yes, we talked about that. Good win. We'll leave it at that and see if you want to add anything else.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how much Jerry's going to pay him at the end of the season because that boy's been performing. He catches the ball. He's a good route runner. He's good after the catch. It's a great pickup.
And Jerry pays people, right? Like, I mean, he's slow to do it. He has his ways to do it, but like he's going to get that back, especially
eventually. Yeah,
y'all get deep, in the playoffs. Which I mean, it's looking good. It's looking good. And nobody talked about the turducken. I mean, that kind of. I know I got little talks around our table because everybody was like, "Hold on." So, and then who's the commentator that one, MH or anybody? Because they talked about it. Everybody saw it. And everybody was thinking it, but when he fisted the turkey, man, that's.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I don't know what that was. So I don't know who that was, what broadcast that was, but he need not to be on TV.
That boy was hungry.
Doing that. Yeah,
hey, that boy. You can say that boy was hungry.
Doing way.
You played a hard-fought game. You need to get that protein quick.
Was it to y'all? Was it like obviously Madden and Thanksgiving was it's a tradition, but I felt like it was really pushed Madden yesterday. I don't really understand why. Maybe I'm missing the reason why Madden
last year it was the same thing. They were pushing a whole lot of Madden. It was last year they also did it too. So I definitely see what you're saying.
And I think the tip to make it things right, because it's like now we're seeing adding more games. I think one of the games was on a regular network and on Tubi. Right. So it's just like those things that I think that they want to somehow make it something, right? Like Oh, because they were handing out like a Madden trophy that looked like a
Like a
pylon.
pylon.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. But I think that's one more thing. And MH always put this hat on. That's one more thing that they can put a sponsorship around, right? Like if they build it to be the Madden games, and then someone to supply, the Madden trophy provided by XYZ or whatever commercial break. But I think that they attempt to make it that because for us, we all grew up like Thanksgiving and Madden was a part of it, the Madden game, blah, blah, blah. But he recently passed a few, remember they were doing the tour of the bus a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So maybe they're trying to re-energize that and then bring a new base to see what Madden was. I mean, that's the only shot in the dark of things that I can think that was going on.
I mean, everybody's still on the game.
But I was gonna say, if you think about it, and because it's funny, yesterday we were talking about this. Like, there's a whole new generation of football fans and players that don't have any clue about the history of football. Like Cam's growing up off of Lamar Jackson right now. Like he's never watched Tom Brady with his eyeballs. He's never, So it's a lot of this stuff that like neither did I watch. I watched Madden, but like I was born in '92, so like Madden was a part of my youth. So a lot of these people that are watching football fans, new football fans, is probably a thing just to keep them alive. I'm thinking that's what it more so bridging towards.
I agree with that. One thing that pops up for me is I heard it where every post game presentation was, to the Madden MVP of the game, NFL Foundation provides $10,000 to the local youth football organization and high school football organization of your choice, which, I live in that world, so I understand. And so that's what made me perk up to it. Like, oh, okay, this is something that they're really, really pushing. But to your point, Caleb, you said it great. I mean, maybe there's a whole generation of youth that have never, are really learning the game on the fly. And you don't want to leave some history out, right? And Madden was an important piece of the game. So, no, I just really saw it push more this week. And maybe I didn't pay attention last year, but it felt really, really intentional this year.
So with that, the demarcation, right? So some teams on the right. So does that mean you guys put the final sword into KC? Do you guys think KC still finds a way and wiggles in and becomes dangerous, or do you think this is the end for them? Or any kind of playoff speculations with some of the team's performances?
I think they can still make it. They just have to win out.
They got to win out. I don't think it's the end, but it's going to be tough.
They have to win out, and then
if their division wasn't so tough, I would say, but their division is very tough, and these young boys like Bo Nix is playing, AFC in general, like Drake May is playing, like so it's gonna be hard to get out of the AFC.
I could see them sneaking in a wild card spot.
I would agree, but they play so many close games that are just, you know what I mean, a possession or a play here or there that determines the game, and they've been on the wrong side of a lot of those this year.
That's it.
Just kind of playing with fire.
Years before they would get those, MH. So
they were like 12-0 last season on one possession games or something like that.
So but, quick. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that they're 6-6. So I mean, I really think there's one team. No, they're one game behind in the hunt, and as a wild card. So there's no teams. The Colts have 8, but they're winning their division, and then the Jags have 7, Chargers, Ravens have 6, and the Bills have 7. So,
all right, something real quick that I saw in the chat that I want to kind of to point out and just kind of get your spill in online. Please continue to chime in. He talks about quarterback. I'm not going to talk about the slander that he put on my quarterback, but he says Dak is a top 5 quarterback and easily top 2 in the MVP voting. So, quick thoughts on that, but then want to get your thoughts on who's stepping into the MVP like. Because there's some names like maybe a Drake May that if Mr. International was on, he would definitely be hyping that. But just give me your thoughts on that.
I don't know if he's going to be top 2 in the MVP. I mean, I think based off wins alone, I can't necessarily put him there. I would probably take JT as an MVP candidate over Dak right now.
Jonathan Taylor, you talking about? Yeah, for sure.
He's having a crazy season. But then, I mean, Drake May is the number 1, I think. I could maybe put him in top 5 MVP, but
Stafford, Drake,
Oh yeah,
Drake,
Stafford.
Drake May. They've crowned him up here in New England. It's kind of interesting seeing how they've literally like transitioned to the Drake May boat. It's very interesting. But the Drake May, um, I really like Matthew Stafford. I think it's his time too. Like it's time for NFL to respect him on a national level. So that would be my pick for if they
And you
keep
think
I
winning.
mean,
they
the fact that he's
do you
still
think they
playing at
run
this
out?
level.
Oh yeah. And you think they run out? Like, make it that deep playoff run?
I see.
For
I don't know. I can't see that. He's more of a just from his career. He's more of a great. I don't want to call him regular season guy. I haven't. He's performed in the Super Bowl before, but I see if this year. I don't know though. Like they have Devontae Adams too. Like you always want to think of the,
Yeah.
the
let's
whole
see.
the
Let's
whole
see.
piece, the whole storyline. So they could win out. It would be interesting.
And the other
Uh,
teams. What do we think about the defending champs, man? Like everybody, like they got so much in the media, which we're part of. I do acknowledge that, but media comes in and just talks about all the stuff that's going on, but they're still winning, right? So, do you think they're still in the hunt, or something's going to kind of wiggle them off or throw them off their game, kind of come playoff
For
time?
playoffs, the
Yeah,
Eagles.
yeah,
Oh yeah, they cool.
yeah. They're gonna go. They're gonna make a run. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That defense. I mean, when it gets a little cold outside and you got to play uncomfortable games, and they'll make you play up front, both offensive line and defensive line. They'll win when they need to. I
I
think
don't
they're
know.
really tough. I really do.
They have 3 tough games ahead of them. So
Who they got ahead of them? I don't
they
know
got
this.
the Bears this week today, and then they have the Chargers next week, and then the Bills in the second to last week.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they play the Commanders twice, so that's going to be a little reprieve. But
They have a very December style of team, right?
yeah,
Or we'll play a little muddy with you. If you want to go single coverage, we got that guy AJ Brown and Devontae Smith don't get enough credit as well out there. It's just they'll find their ways of playing the game. This doesn't matter if they don't make mistakes.
All right. Let's if anything else pops up, let us know. Jump
But those
into it.
Cowboys, though, man, they look
Oh
good.
gosh, not
I mean, I'm
anything
just
but
not gonna
that.
lie. They look really, really good. They do.
yes,
And
they
here's where
do.
they look good at. There's like I just want to get into this just really quick. Dak Prescott is on a rhythm. Like he's playing like a quarterback, like one of those upper echelon quarterbacks. Back to the
Top
comment,
five.
top five, top two. He's playing in good rhythm, right? And then you have a guy like CeeDee Lamb. They got 2 third down kind of like movers with CeeDee Lamb. It's going to be tough to cover him on those 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 8. They run the ball just enough to get into those favorable downs. And then the guy that's really like he's came out of nowhere to me. And EP, maybe you've been an eye on him the whole time is Jake Ferguson, that tight end. Like
Oh
he
no,
is
Jake's always
really
been.
he's
That's
really
always
good.
that's always one thing with the Cowboys. I feel like we're gonna have a great number one, and then we're always gonna have a good tight end. I can't think of a time where we haven't had a good tight end in my time of being a Cowboys fan. My biggest surprise of the season this year has been Javonte though Williams, the running back.
Running back, yeah.
I had zero hopes for him coming into the season, none. And then the preseason made those hopes even worse. But he has been. I mean, he's been really good. And then Malik Davis too. That boy can
Explosive.
run. Yes, we needed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they gonna be a tough out. They're gonna be
My
a
thing
tough
is
out.
they're gonna have to play defense soon. That's their defense is gonna have to like their offense is amazing. I just feel like they're gonna be on the wrong side of a defensive battle that they're not gonna
But
be able to
they
win.
done made
And that's why the over was so high yesterday.
Yeah, their defense is their offense is like is top tier with but I don't when you got to put faith on the defense. I don't know if they're the ones. Their secondary is questionable.
But I mean, I get that, and it will come down to something like that. But if the offense can continue to score the way they're scoring, if it's all that matters at this point, because that's been what's keeping us out of a lot of
that
these
part.
games, especially like the
But
playoff.
their
I'm thinking
coach,
of
I do like how their coach understands what their strength is. He put that ball in Dak Prescott's hand and let him just go to work. So that's a
yeah.
plus.
I'll also say he's been another shining
Oh yeah,
moment.
yeah. So
Yeah,
y'all
I was
your
not.
coach is a
Yeah,
surprise.
I
Y'all
was
coach is
not.
definitely a
absolutely
surprise.
fucking
I was like,
surprise.
who the hell is this guy, bro? Like, well, what are we doing? But no, I bought in before the season. Like, I saw him doing Greek night, if you can remember.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Hey, teams meshing really well. That's all I know. Greek night
Go back
worked.
to our go back to our football live. I think that's on the social. So we got Greek night coming. All right, man. Changing it over to college, and please chime in. Thank you, everybody that's on the live chat, man. I see guys active, so please make a comment, share your thoughts during the conversation because you all are a part of it. So thank you for being a part of our day. All right, but I want to jump over to college, man. There's a lot going on in college football. I mean, from just the play, the rankings. You know, I'm a U fan. Shout out to Bobby Stills. Bobby Watkins couldn't make it today. He was one of the ones that had to work. But the U, you know, is struggling and fighting along to stay up in that race, and you know they're hanging on. They beat Notre Dame, and it's like, you know, that was early in the season. So you know, head to heads don't matter as much as they do in college. It's what have you done for me lately when you're talking about the the bowls, looking at everything. But no, and you have Notre Dame and the coach firings. So let's just get into college, man, really quick, man. And I see King Gene is on. We're gonna wait for him to get his camera on. So we'll hold one of those conversations to the end. But give me your thoughts, man. What you guys want to talk about? And I mean, is what's your name going to leave? Lane Kiffin? Like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, for Florida and LSU job to be open at the same time, and then at a certain point, Penn State was open too. That's kind of crazy. I think that's got to be like a one of one time in college football history for that to happen all at one time. When it comes down to it, I really don't see anybody really messing with Georgia. They're just really good defensively. They do enough on offense to stay relevant. So I think it's going to come down to them when it comes to the national championship. But that's kind of my little small take on where we at college football.
I mean, Ohio State's going to be a hard beat, and then the Hoosiers too. They've looked good all season.
And we got a couple of rivalry games coming up this week, right? So it's this rivalry weekend, I believe, right? So one of the long-standing ones, I don't know if everybody feels this way, is that Ohio, Michigan, and I think nephew pointed out a good thing. Like, it's going to be hard to see. Now it's a rivalry game, so there's always that thing that kind of gels it there. But I just think Ohio State with their offense and defense looking like that, it'll be hard to see. Was it the Alabama Auburn game? What's that?
Mm-hmm. That's going to be
That's
another
one.
tough game. That's always a toss-up.
Yeah. So no, man, good stuff on the college football ranks, but I really don't see any team that's lining up and it's going to knock them off.
When's the last time the Iron Bowl's been like it's significant, it's a rival game, but was it Cam Newton was the last time they were both like a ranked team?
I mean, off my short term, that's not one I keep. That historical fact is not one I keep in pocket.
No,
So,
I was just thinking about it.
I go with that with you. I mean, right, like of significance, right? So, no, I would agree with you on that, Caleb.
It's been a long time. I was just thinking about rivals for sure.
Yeah, definitely been a minute. And then we got our local one, UNLV Reno. That's coming up. They play in Reno, I think. Oh,
Yeah,
anyway.
they do.
Is that what it is? So, but no, I mean, even I think you opened up the two jobs MH being even open in this kind of time frame and in this era. And do you think Lane Kiffin leaves? Because like they put that ultimatum on him, like you better tell us, or it's going down when they really can't do anything. So I mean, just anybody. Do you guys think he leaves? You think he stays? Does he take? What's he leaning toward? Is it LSU? Does he take LSU?
Yeah, no. I think
if he does leave, he goes to LSU.
So we got 50-50 so far.
I would say is like, if I was Lane, I would stay. I don't want him at LSU at all. Like, I don't think Lane's a good coach. I think he's average at best. He's a 10-2 guy. He'll never win a championship. He's just
so you think he's going to be a? So you think even if he went to LSU, he'd still be a 10-2 guy, or both?
He's a 10-2 guy because when it comes to other coaches who just like a Kirby Smart, they're gonna beat Lane every time because they can make adjustments. Lane can't make adjustments. That's what I was like. I don't know the hype behind Lane right now. I don't know this hype train they done put behind him. But I was like, Lane ain't that type of guy. Like, he's a 10-2 guy. He's going to lose games because of his coaching, no matter what talent he has.
And then the other
So-
option, I guess, is for him to go to the NFL, right? So if you take away, like, so say, you say he stays, do you think he looks at the NFL for the next, maybe a return to the Raiders?
So no, I said people need to keep an eye on this Auburn versus Alabama game today. If Auburn upsets Alabama, they gonna get rid of Kalen DeBoer. And Kalen DeBoer is probably just gonna go to Penn State. And then that leaves that Bama job open. And Lane at least has some history with Bama. So that's what people need to pay attention to. I was like, if the Bama job come open, Lane's gonna be like, all right, I want to go to Bama.
Another team exclusive.
And they probably would
Another
they probably would take him. But like for me as an LSU fan, I was like, bro, you don't need a Lane Kiffin. You don't need to spend money on a Lane Kiffin to win. You can go get Dillingham from Arizona State and win. Because Dillingham, just to me, is just a better coach than just a better straight up coach than Lane. It's too many coaches that's just better than Lane as a coach. Lane has the personality.
Right.
It's cool for media bites, but you can't go 10-2 at LSU. You can't do the same thing and expect to like, hey, you're gonna win. Like this is it. 10-2 not gonna work. They want to win a championship.
Yeah,
I just don't think
winning
Lane
seasons is not enough. Yeah, because as we see, as they got rid of the coach, the both before him. Because what was your dude? MH
Brian Kelly. Oh, sorry,
no.
Orgeron.
Coach O. well, Coach O. It wasn't losing that got Coach O fired. It was his extracurricular activities that got Coach O fired.
Man, but that's what they expect down in the bayou, man. What they expect, man. I mean,
right. Right. Coach O was doing a little bit too much. He was getting exposed on social media. I was like, people thought Coach O got fired because of the record. I was like, no, that was a COVID year. That didn't even matter. He got fired because all the other stuff he was doing.
Not the COVID you're fired. How you get fired on during COVID?
Would they bring him back or something or no?
Lane,
I think whoever is the coach should definitely bring Coach O in.
Yeah,
because he's just one of those guys that can recruit. He can go in the home, get a kid, and parents trust them with their kids. So to me, that's key for them. It's like with LSU, like, yeah, they about to spend all this money. It was like, dude, but what if you don't win? Like, and in the new age of college football, you got to really build a program. So what is the window for this championship run? Is it 3 years? Like, what is it? And I was like, for me, if I'm Lane, I'm like, Lane, you go to LSU, you take the money, you don't win, you get fired. That's it.
But he seems to have 9 lives, though. I mean, if you've seen that 30 for 30 or whatever they're doing on him, he seems to have 9 lives, man. He keeps getting jobs afterwards. So he can gamble on that and still be good. Somebody pick him up.
Right, but if he stays at Ole Miss, he can get a statue at Ole Miss.
Correct.
You can be a legend at Ole Miss. You go to LSU and you lose. This is a wrap. Ain't nobody like, okay, people going to pick him up here and there. But with his personality, him and all his massage therapists, Lane got a lot of. It's crazy.
Taking people out.
I mean, it's crazy though. It's like Lane has this dynamic where his ex-wife still runs everything. His ex-wife did all the recruiting trips to LSU, to Florida. Like Lane didn't go any of those trips. His ex-wife and his kids did.
Hey, happy wife, happy life, they say. So I mean,
right. So I guess I forgot. I think it was him who was talking about like he still just pays his ex-wife or something like that. Like his ex-wife, he still takes care of his ex-wife. So, no drama. So
I got another one for you, Gene. While we got you too. And I don't know if this is real or not, but your alma mater, are you? We got the Bayou Classic. We were talking about some of the great rivalries or big games. So the Bayou Classic is coming up. And it was announced, and like I said, I want to get some confirmation, man. You guys got a new coach? Is that official?
Oh yeah, it's official. I don't like it, but it's official.
So for those who don't know, tell them who it is, Gene.
It's Marshall Falk. So
So
right
Marshall
now,
Faulk was announced as the new
the
Southern
new head
coach.
coach, new
Yep,
Southern
new head
coach.
coach. Yep.
I was like, for me, I like knowing what I know about Marshall. Marshall not Dion. So one. So it's not gonna be that pop like Dion. Dion was already established. He had high school establishments. He had everything else going for him. And it's Dion. Marshall Falk has a personality of a gnat. It's not gonna work, bro.
Not that.
It's not gonna work. And when have you ever heard of a running back being a good head coach at anything? Never. It's never been a running back good head coach ever.
He give us. He said never. He answered it for
Never.
you.
It's never. It's never happened where a running back became a good coach. So it's like just knowing what the board did. The board was on some like, oh, we want to try to do a Dion type pop, but I was like, dude, it's way too many good coaches that you could have picked from that could have like took Southern to the next level and would have been there for a while.
Mhm.
Like I was like, regardless, Marshall Falk is 3 years. Either gonna suck or he gonna do good and he's gone. So
Oh, you
do
mean
you
good and
really?
like another school takes him, kind of like what happened
Yeah,
to Eddie. Eddie
yeah.
Eddie bounced after
But
one.
like I told some of the alumni, I was like, yeah, your boy Marshall got some funny charges on him. So I want to look at that. Like,
Woo! Woo.
yeah, it's like he got funny charges on him. So why would you hire somebody with funny charges on him?
All right, so here's what we
So
got coming out of the chat. So so Marshall did leave this program we're about to talk about. So what do we think is happening to Colorado? And then how long do we think Dion's going to be around there, right? Like, I mean, is it something to where it's just one-off season with all his health complications and losing his son and the drama with his son, which we can kind of get back
If Shador
into?
keep balling, he gonna be in Cleveland.
There you go. Hey, one of them the special coaches, right?
Hey, if Shador come, that man gonna be right in Cleveland in the box.
I
I say
love
this
it.
with Colorado, they like a lot of the games they was just one touchdown out, right? And I think that's because this is a younger team compared to last year's team. Like this is a super young team, a lot of talent on it. Like if Dion stays and he can get all those players to stay and commit into another second year, I think they'll be way better next year. It's just this year, it's like I was like, they're young. They had a
And I
freshman
don't think
quarterback.
people realize that they lost Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders. That's not like losing scraps.
Right,
Like Travis Hunter was the Heisman Trophy winner, like for a
right.
reason. Like
And then
so,
you
it's
had
like it's hard
what's
to
the
replace
kid?
that on the college level.
And then you have like two receivers that's in the pros right now that they lost. The kick returner from Carolina, like you lost
So
a
was that
lot.
Jimmy
And
Horn Jr. and
Jimmy Horn Jr. And then you
yeah,
have
and what was the other
LeJohn Wester.
yeah,
yeah.
Justin
And
West. So
even
it's
the
like
other dude, even the other dudes with the Packers, he was
with
Yeah,
the
pretty good.
Packers, yeah,
taller receivers there too. Yeah, they're all they're built.
yeah.
They have a new team, and they didn't have an identity at quarterback the whole season until the last game or last 2 games. So like it's a whole lot. You starting your third string quarterback, you know something is wrong. So I think next year they got a fresh start with Jew, and he redshirt. If he does not leave, they'll probably have a better season. Hopefully next year.
It's like and like I said, they young. Like they were in most of these games. Like if you wait another year, build that team up, I think they'll be fine.
Well, what's the portal situation too, right? Was there some things, there's some misses in the portal? Is that what we think too? Because like I think back to a question that was brought up, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot who said that, but just the timing. Like how much time are we giving you when you have the portal as part of your access, right? So that's kind of like a question where you may misfire on that.
See, I told you the portal is hit or miss. Like I would compare that like with LSU. LSU spent like $20+ million on the roster. Half the players they brought over suck. And those players were like the top players in the portal. So when you like that portal thing is a crapshoot, just like taking a kid from high school is a crapshoot.
Yeah.
If it's just one of those situations now, it's like, dang, you don't know what you get, especially if you start paying somebody.
Yeah.
Dude, you start paying these kids, it's gonna be more bust coming into the NFL than anything now.
For sure.
Because you're paying these kids now. And even you see it in college, they're paying them in college and they're becoming bust in college.
Yeah.
Because they're getting the money and they're just not developing no more. It's a development problem.
Yeah, I think the portal works probably better when you have those key like fundamental parts of your program and your team. So like whatever he got in the portal the last couple years, he probably felt really comfortable with Shador and Travis and Shiloh and Summer Craig and I guess the foundation of people that he just really understood and knew. No, so they can kind of police what he can't police, so to speak, inside the locker room to kind of keep a foundation. And when you don't have that this year, you kind of get randoms, right? And it becomes everybody's kind of for themselves a little bit. I think what's key for him, to Gene's point is, and Caleb's point is just if they can kind of keep those foundational pieces of guys that are like young, a Jordan Seaton, a Draylon Miller, those that have seen the team both good and bad, but they've seen what the winning looks like at that university, and they've been in the program for 2 to 3 years. I think they'll probably have better luck in the transfer portal just because those foundational pieces are there. That and they got to coach better, man. Like just straight up, like they're situationally they do some just not really cool things. They have to coach better. They just have to coach better. Unless your talent is that much better than everybody in the Big 12, which is not, you got to be better in the margins, and they just got to coach better.
Right, yeah. And Dion, unfortunately, Dion, you're gonna have to go out and recruit, my boy. That people just gonna come to you is not gonna work. You actually have to go outside because that's just one of the things he said he wasn't doing is going into people's homes and recruiting. So that's not gonna work. You need some hog mollies. You need some D line, O line. You got to go into those homes. So
Especially if you want to get the top people, right? Like, because I think
right,
there's still some luster, but like it's coming for people that are like looking at receiver and DB and saying like I can get an opportunity with that person. You know what I mean? And not going into like you said the big dogs and the hogs and the in the center and saying, hey, come play with me. Like I know you think I just have this, but I know the game, I know the system. So no, I agree with you both on that, man. All right, hey, great question from Hampton Enterprises. Thanks, Amar, for doing that. Any other questions from the chat, man? We appreciate everybody in the live chat. If you got a question or a comment, please throw that in the live chat so we can get you on screen and get you involved in the conversation. So just want to thank everybody that's online in the live chat. They're real active today. All right, so let's jump over, man. Just talk a little NBA, man. We can jump back to some other questions. We talked a little NFL. We talked some college football, but want to jump over to the NBA and see if anybody wants to start off. I hate to do this to you, nephew, but wanna ask you now that you see Skinny Luca, how are you feeling? And is there some vindication for a recent executive transaction that happened with your team? And let them know who your team is.
I'm a Mavs fan. It still hurts. I'm still sad. Luka's balling, man. It's just crazy. They should have fired Nico in March.
Not in March, man. Damn. But the Lakers, the skinny Luka Lakers, they're fun to watch. I don't know if we have any, Laker fans on here, but who's watching whose team? But I know there was some excitement when the season starts about those Knicks. So I don't know if it makes if you had anything to kind of say about how they look and how they doing.
Oh, they fine, man. They had to stay healthy. OG's a big piece. Cat got to figure out, you get real good cat games and you get real poor ones too. So you got to kind of live with those. But Mikal Bridges is playing better. Jalen Brunson had a little injury, but he's back. I would like them to get a little, some depth at their wing position. But other than that, I think the Knicks will be fine. I really do. They'll be all right.
Nuggets will be back in the NBA Finals this year.
Who is?
Denver.
Yeah, they look pretty good too.
They looking real smooth right now. And I wanted to ask you say you're a Mavericks fan. This is curious. I've been asking everybody. Are you as sold on Cooper Flag as everybody else, or?
I'm pretty sold on him. I mean, he's a very in between games. I think once Kyrie comes back, it's going to be a completely different story. The whole having him play point, I don't like it, and I like it at the same time, just because having him play point doesn't allow him to, cut / do whatever he needs to do to get his buckets, but it is getting him more comfortable with the ball in his hand at an early age, which I like. And I think once Kyrie comes back and he becomes, a 3 or 4 or even a 2, where Kyrie's, the main, all eyes are on Kyrie, it's going to be, you'll see more 20+ point games out of him.
Yeah, you've had more logic than most people I've talked to. Like, people are kind of like, I've never seen him as like a number one option. Like, he's a very good guy that you can put in the system. And like you said, if you're forgetting about him, like this guy he can kill you. But I've never seen him as like that dude. Everybody's been. I could be biased. Or I don't know. I could be hating or whatever. I've just never seen him. He's like a good goo guy. Like a very good
Yeah.
glue
I mean,
guy. But everybody's
he's
calling
definitely a
him
bucket, but
Captain
he's a
America and all that
defensive
stuff. I'm
menace.
like, oh, this.
No. But just watching him like poster somebody and then getting back to like, get a crazy block on the glass. Like he can definitely do it on both sides. He's definitely I'm excited.
But man, you got to remember though, he's supposed to be a freshman in college right now.
Facts.
He's supposed to be a freshman in college, so give him some time, let him develop a little bit. Like I don't agree with the Nico firing because I'm like the team that he put together is not out there. It ain't like Nico has never done a good job. Yeah, trading Luka was bad, but if Luka would have stayed fat. It's simple as that.
So
I
do
was
you
like,
think?
I
So
think they
Gene, do you
trade.
think he's on the same level as AJ? They're both be freshmen in college. You think he's on that same level, or is he
Right? Yeah,
under?
he's supposed to be. He's like on that road with AJ. Like he's supposed to be in college, right? He's
No, I'm
his
saying talent
age.
wise. Talent wise, do
Talent.
you think he's as good as AJ, or is it?
Oh, I think he's just as good as AJ. Like, look at him right now. Like what he's doing in the league right now. Like he's supposed to be a freshman. He's young, so let him develop. I was like, for some reason, we have this thing where we don't like letting players develop. We need to start letting these guys develop and become who they are. Because,
But aren't they supposed to develop in college? And is that we giving them that pass because they skip that step?
I mean, college is 1 year now. There's so many players that don't develop to like year 3 and become studs. We got to just give it some time because he's not a scorer. Like scorers gonna adapt. They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it faster than everybody else. Like if you're a pure scorer, you're gonna adapt faster. But when you have a complete game like a Cooper Flag, it's gonna take you a little time because you're going against some grown bodies. So it's a different type of game. Depends on what type of game you are. If you more like in the post, you a little more physical, have to play a more physical game. You got to develop their body first.
Like I said, I could be just hating. I just want it to pop more. As for him to be number one, I just want that thing to pop a little bit more. But it just hasn't. But like I said, I told the guy at the barbershop, I could just be hating on this guy. I don't know. But I just wanted to look. It just wanted to pop out just a little bit better than what it does. Like AJ, when he comes next year, I think that's gonna really look like a number one pick, just the way he scores currently.
But see, AJ, Miami had AJ in shambles last night. Like I was like, there's a lot of like when he played physical teams, as BYU played a more physical team, you see where he gets out physical. And I was like, he's gonna have to learn that. To me, right, like looking at AJ, he remind me of Chris LeVert. That's exactly who he looks like right now. So that's why his game got to develop past that. But hold on, y'all, I gotta roll out real quick.
He said LeVert.
That's what I thought he said.
That's kind of disrespectful.
Hey,
I was gonna give him RJ Barrett. I was like, hey, LeVert.
So those did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I know. I was saying what I said. Like that's who he looks like. It's like that's what I say. You got to develop. Let these boys. Right now,
there we go.
He's LeVert. He can develop into somebody else past that, but if you plug him in the league right now, he's LeVert.
Wow.
You can at least get my man Scotty Barnes or something. God. That man cares LeVert.
I love it. All right. So anybody following the in-season tournament or anybody even knows how the hell that shit operates, I don't know nothing until like they tell me who the teams are when they come to Vegas. That's all I got for you. But anybody following the in-season tournament, the NBA, in-season tournament, and what that means, all I know is when I see those ugly courts that's an in-season game, and that's about
Ugly
as much.
courts. Some of
Uh-oh.
those courts are fire.
But you see, you said some. See, when you said some, you had to put something on it. Like I'm saying, like I'm not saying that you can't find one or maybe your team's court you like, but them courts are trash. Some of those courts are trash. How about that?
I like them.
Which ones? Because if you say Dallas, you just got validated about
The
the
next
Well,
one.
yeah, I mean Dallas. I think I like the Lakers. There was an orange one that I liked. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Denver or like a random team. But there's been a few that I've liked. I like this. I like the change up. It looks neat. Reminds me of BYU.
Some
Or
of
not
some of the
BYU.
paint
Idaho,
jobs look like
Boise.
trash. Straight up. Some of it looks like trash. It's distracting. It's hard to watch the game.
Take the exit.
That's fair.
fact. And that's the thing. I think but that's the only thing I know. Anybody know anything different about the NBA games? I mean, the in season and know how it works.
No, I know they do like group stage and then they go into a knockout round. It just seems like such a random thing to do in the middle of the season.
Do you think it's bringing the intended goal, right? Like I believe the goal was to make those more competitive games, during the preseason.
The first couple of years, yeah, but now I feel like it's wearing down now because I feel like they should do that like every other year maybe, and it'll keep it like the first year it was dope, and then last year it's kind of, but this year it's not as it's not as hyped. They don't got they don't have all the commercials and all that. So I just think
because we don't know where the games is on. Some of them
Yeah.
on Prime, some on Peacock, some on. That's the whole problem. We don't know where the game is on.
Didn't they just sign something on?
God.
Was that baseball? I know some big league. It was either MLB or NBA just signed with ESPN or something like that, and they're going to go back to being on regular TV. It might have been the MLB. It's like the first time in like 30 years or something like that.
they have Carmelo as an analyst boy on Amazon. Boy, what is going on over there?
Yeah, but see, like he's not even on. He's not on the Amazon one, is he? He's on Peacock.
Peacock one. He's on the Peacock one.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
What is
He got
this?
that. He got Udonis Haslam. I'm like, I don't know where the games are. I don't know.
That is the big.
I just watch the Knicks. But everything else. I don't.
Everything else
really
is just
know
filtered through, right?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what time the game is on or when it's on or who's showing it. So.
And then, I mean, NFL is coming after Christmas, right? So, only thing I know about the end season, there's a couple things. One, I see the commercial, and Taylor Rooks was in this year's commercial, so I do enjoy watching that part. And then the other part is, like, when the game comes here, right? Like, I know December, was it 13th, 14th or something like that? The games come to Vegas, and that's about all I know. And then, like you said, MH, when I'm casually watching the game, I'm like, oh, the court's ugly. Oh, that's a season game.
Yeah, and they get a little disrespectful in those games too, because like I think like point differential matters.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
And
so
then
sometimes like teams will get disrespectful and be trying to score still points at the end of the game. But yeah.
So it's crazy if that was the intent to get more intense and people to care more about. There was a stat that I think I saw on Colin Cowherd, the Herd, where he said, and I tried to look it up before the show, pre-show and during, but it's saying like a large number of stars are out right now. Like almost 50% of the stars are out, this season, which is like the most it's ever been. And, there are some injuries, but it's them players just sitting. It's like, man, my knees are rusty. So that goal is not being intended. But what is the NBA going to do about these players sitting out? Like, I mean, is there anything they can do, or is this now a part of the game?
Not for nothing. A lot of the stars are old. There's these guys aren't like you got SGA, you got Anthony Edwards, and then Ja when he's on the court. But when he gets outside of those, these dudes are like Steph Curry is not no prime ticket. Like that brother is old. LeBron's old. KD doesn't have any hair anymore. Like so, these brothers are real deal agent out here right in front of our eyes. So I just think that's more of an issue of like I saw Kawhi Leonard play the other day. I said, this guy is like it's still in the league.
I was surprised. Yeah.
Come on, like he's still playing.
Kawhi still in the league.
Paul George
hasn't
the Clippers
played a
Lakers
game
game
this season. Like these guys are old. Like it's just an old.
You know who else
league
hasn't
now.
played a fucking game this season?
Embiid.
Anthony Davis, bro. He's played like one game this season.
Oh yeah, he old too. Brother,
He on Luca diet.
Bro, that boy look thick.
He gave some poundage to Luka diet.
Bro.
Well, I mean, someone brought up hair, man. What's up with old boy from Boston, man? Like they've been on his
leaking on everybody.
Come on, man. Like, what do you do, man? Did someone talk to him about that yet? Like, I mean,
stop dribbling with your head down. Is what you do. How you stop dribbling with your head down? That's one. That's off the top.
Putting that Beijing all over people's jerseys, man. Like,
man, they tell you how to dribble. Keep your head up. Stop putting your head down.
Hey, has Ben Simmons been playing? I thought he retired.
Did he retire?
He's been playing as well as Zach LaVine been playing. So
I saw something about Ben Simmons' career, like spanning the length of. I saw something about Ben Simmons' career spanning the length of Stranger Things. Like Stranger Things season 1 came out, then Ben Simmons started playing. Ben Simmons retired, and now we're finally getting the Stranger Things final season. What the fuck?
It's funny. That is funny.
Don't ever bring that name up on this podcast again.
Gene, every time I see Kyler Murray now, man, I'm like, dang, Gene did it. He said it. He was you're late, but you did say it about Kyler Murray.
I love it. All right. Anything else about the NBA, man, before we just kind of open it up and see what topics you guys want? You know what? Fuck it, just open it up. Is there anything anybody wants to talk about? Because I know everybody's traveling and moving and things like that. And Mr. International, you missed a few of the things. So is there anything on your heart and mind you want to talk about, shout out really quick? Because we know we can't talk about your Kings right now or your Raiders. Ooh.
Are my A's. Yeah, man, it's a down year for sports for the Ross household. What I would say, man, I was having a debate last night, man, with some other cats at the Thanksgiving feast, man. Is it just me or is college football taking over football, or is the NFL still going to run supreme?
College football numbers are way higher than NFL.
Right?
Like,
I've been to a Raider game with EJ, and I went to watch the Ducks versus USC last week, man, and the environment is so much more electric. So that was the debate in the Bayou.
Your first mistake was expecting an electric environment out of the Raiders. That was
due respect.
It's kind of
man, the hate is
sorry.
sick.
I remember. Well, we're in November. I remember what September. You was talking about. Oh, we're good. We got. Oh, we're set.
Yeah, that was another thing. Hey, but listen, Mr. International, you missed after the Cowboys win. Nephew said they're doing Greek night.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Wow!
Hey, I told you, Greek night. Greek night is about bringing the team together, and look how they're playing. They're playing great.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
That's what it was. That Greek night.
Good about the team, but you said you're not doing Greek night.
It depends on how you consider it.
What does college beating the NFL in?
Numbers.
I was also wondering that.
Viewership numbers.
I was also wondering that too.
Ain't nowhere in the world.
And it's
do y'all know what NFL put up? Do y'all know what NFL put up?
College viewership is up.
It might be up, but
they're getting like 10 and 15 million viewers a game in some of these games. The NFL is not pulling those numbers.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think college is bringing no 10 and 15 million, bro.
In some games, I think they are.
Come on,
maybe one game.
You my stat man. Hold on, man. Where you pulling these stats from?
Man, I need to hear the keyboard. Where the keyboard? Clack, 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 clack.
I'm not on my computer. I'm in Vegas.
That's not everybody. Because when you asked the question, we were like, okay,
I know
that's something to think about when you're talking about the in-game experience, right? Like I think with the limited amount, so going into that college experience, I think that always is going to be maybe more exciting because it's like you're a fan of that team, right? So that's always going to have that juice. But when you said that, everybody kind of had a long pause about
keyword. I said it was a debate last night, and I was thinking like, damn, are they right or what? Where they come? But this is the South too, so I'm in the boot where college football down here.
Yeah. So
where I say
the
it's
House
cool
was
about
game
college.
one.
Yeah,
was game one Texas versus Ohio State. That did 15, but everybody else wasn't pulling those type of numbers.
but even to that point, like it is cool with college right now. You have a Texas Georgia, and that's like a week 9 or week 10 matchup. I think that's cool that some of the big schools are in the same conference and they're playing each other, but they're not doing nothing with the NFL. Ain't nobody touching the NFL right now.
Look, wait till this Cowboys Chiefs number drop.
Yeah, I'm looking at like 27.8 million on that game. Or no, that was Cowboys Eagles.
It's not. Yeah, they're not there. And
And
college
even some of
product.
these,
This is.
I was like, the college product is trash right now. It's not even a good product. Look at the
I
quarterback.
mean,
There's no
Oklahoma,
good
Alabama
quarterback.
pulled in over 10 million. Texas, Georgia pulled in over 10 million.
See, those like week 1 games, and then the
That just
Texas
happened.
Georgia game. No, Texas Georgia just happened, but all the other games are like week 1 games.
Oklahoma, Alabama was last week too, or 2 weeks ago.
and the rivalry
11-15.
numbers aren't like where they used to be either, right? So we'll see what kind of happens this weekend when you have some of those big matchups.
Because once we get to those ball games and those playoff games, they be dipping, unless it's like not the blue bloods playing each other. You know, when the blue bloods play each other, the numbers are gonna be good, but week to week, it's a lot of duds in there.
Yeah, but that's a good one, Mr. International, right? Because like I think the in-game experience, right? Like going to certain games, you're about to go to another experience soon. So I think those type of games with that type of hype, especially when the teams are ranked, right? When there's stuff on the board. College, I believe has done a better job of making these teams match up early, right? Because I think someone talked about the Ohio State Texas game, was early on in the season, where usually in college, you played those directional teams, or like the high school team in town to start up your season, to get revved up, because college doesn't have a preseason to get tuned up. So I think the in-game experience does give a run for the money when you're talking about college versus the pros.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
in
definitely give you
game.
that. Yeah.
To me, it's never been close. Colleges always have a better atmosphere going to a game compared to the NFL. I'll tell one of the boring games ever is the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is boring when you're physically there.
It's
One of the
long.
most,
What you talking
yeah,
about,
it's
man?
long. It's
What
a
you talking about?
boring
The Super Bowl's gonna
experience.
have Bad Bunny, G. The Super Bowl's gonna have Bad Bunny, man. So I mean, what are you talking about, G?
When you're in the stadium, you don't even get the good view. You get like a
So
part of the view.
how's everybody's Spanish going, man? We got a couple more months to
Yeah,
get ready for
man.
Bad
Come
Bunny.
on, man. Get your Duolingo game up, man, for the Super Bowl.
I love it. So anybody else got anything, man, sports related, or our past couple of shows that we had, or anything that you want to get off your chest? Say it with your chest.
Where does Steph Curry sign? What's his shoe thing?
Jordan.
Official?
I can see it.
Oh, that's a speculation. Okay.
Yeah, that's speculation. That's big speculation. But I mean, he's been wearing nothing but Jordans. I could see him creating a legacy shoe at Jordan easily.
Does he do his own brand? Does he get the Starberries?
Yeah, he seems more of a
hope not.
Starberry guy. He already has those snake curries. He seems more of a guy that's gonna go by himself and sell Walmart shoes the rest of his career. Jordan seems a little bit out of
My
his
bad,
like,
MH. My bad.
out of his
MH.
characteristics. I don't think the Jordan. He don't even look right wearing
Baller
Kobe's
brand
and
is still
stuff
trying to
like
come
before
back.
the game.
Baller brand.
What are y'all?
Baller brand is still trying to come back, man.
Does he
What,
go
what are
there?
y'all?
Baller brand. That's crazy.
We got some opportunities for him. Hey,
What are y'all side on this Kenyon Martin versus Draymond debate?
I can't
I
stand.
heard
I
about
can't stand
that, but I don't really know what's
the beef.
what's the crux of the issue. Yeah, what's the
Is it asking better players?
Well, no. So it started off with Kenyon saying Draymond only go after soft foods when he's trying to bully him, which is true. He only go after the soft ones. And Draymond responded with trying to make it accolades versus him and Kenyon. And
That
then you
was a
got
smart
like
move
it's a
because he
debate on
tried to
these
get in the
sides.
hands with Kenya.
You
We
don't
know
want
who was winning that one. Yeah, we know who was winning that one.
Right.
He did not want
Right.
those.
Yeah,
So now like players have been
that's why
debating
he
like
changed it to a
who
basketball
was
conversation. That's why, yeah, it's basketball wise. I'll take Draymond, but Kenyon Martin, man, like, come on. Yes, I don't know if that's a conversation with who's the
so
best
basically
X-Factor.
Draymond went for the low hanging
Been
fruit.
around. Yeah, we've been
No.
around where
right.
somebody start bagging and then somebody say you want to box and then they divert that conversation to something
But
different.
I'm
Like,
like
yeah.
but But I'm like T. I'm like T. If you replace Draymond with Kenyon Martin on the Warriors, they're still winning 4 championships. It don't even matter. It's like same thing, especially healthy
Because
Kenyon Martin.
Draymond has
Like
had his fair share of suspensions during the finals.
I
Yeah,
was like,
but
especially
he
Kenyon
is
before he
picking
started
on,
getting the knee injuries.
and that's what his whole thing is,
He
right? He's
was
saying
different
who he
level.
picks on, right? And you know who you. He's not dumb, so I mean, I guess there's a point to be made.
Well, Kenyon Martin
I'm gonna
did
tell
say
you,
Kenyon Martin ranked Popeye Jones over him. So that's I mean
Yeah, he was wrong for that.
that's way disrespectful.
Which is, I think, the point. That's good. Anyone
My
else
fault,
got
my fault,
anything?
Daz. I cut you off. What was you saying?
oh no, I was just gonna say I love how the the industry though has kind of been able to, or maybe this is just kudos to Draymond for being able to capitalize and maybe market his villain MO that he has obtained over the years. I don't know if y'all seen the Dick Sporting Good commercial. It has CD Lamb, it has Paige Beckers. He's kind of saying, "Oh, you've been good," and then when you make it to Draymond, it's kind of like a nice and it's a naughty scoreboard. When they get
Okay.
to Draymond, it's like, "Not this year, Mr. Green."
Oh,
So I
that's
don't know if
funny.
y'all have seen that commercial, but
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
it's pretty cool commercial.
All right.
Draymond got
Yeah.
commercials now, huh?
Draymond is in a Dick Sporting Good. He's featured in it amongst other
Yeah, he's
star
got the key.
athletes.
He's got
I
the
just thought
Kia
I was surprised.
commercial.
Yeah, the Kia commercial.
Shout
Yeah,
out to Draymond.
don't
For
forget
the
about the
Red Bull,
moves.
that's right.
Who else on the list? Shout out to Draymond. So, back to kind of using their not political, but their media kind of push. I think Carmelo was brought up being on Peacock. We did a whole episode about, but what do you guys feel about MJ's being on the NBC or the Peacock, whatever network he's on, being a commentator? Like, everybody was excited for that first one. Like I said,
They
we did a
wasted
whole
their money.
episode. And then now I haven't seen anything other than the first one. Like, are they still clipping up that one interview, or what's going on with that?
I think it's still clipping up that one interview. They literally wasted their time. They wasted their money on that MJ thing. It was a point that draws in, and now all the players are hurt, so it don't even matter no more.
Back to that 50% of the players are hurt. And then I also saw, I don't know if like MJ said he was going to come on LeBron's podcast. I don't know if that was a real thing. I didn't have time to debate that, but I don't know if you guys saw that. Anybody?
That would be interesting.
As much as Clutch hates on hate on MJ throughout the media, I doubt that.
You doubt that he's jumping on his podcast? Oh, you gotta pretend like you ain't on the phone while you load. Don't get blacklisted on the plane during the holidays. But no, man, it's just interesting than what you're seeing in the media and who's trying to kind of keep the NBA, because the NBA is just going through like an interesting time right now. So, and they're in that fight because Christmas Day used to be NBA. Now you got, how many games are they playing? Does anybody know? I don't even know what the matchups are, but isn't there there's a Black Friday NFL game today. So that's going on Prime. And then I think there's another NFL game on Christmas. Anybody know what that matchup is? I hate you not being at your computer, nephew.
There's five NBA games on Christmas Day, and I don't know about Christmas yet.
So NFL, like I said, is making a push.
The Eagles, right? Oh, today is Bears versus Eagles.
Yeah, that's the Black Friday game. I may have said NBA. I meant to say NFL. But yeah,
NFL got 3 of them: Cowboys, Commander on Netflix, Lions, Vikings on Netflix, and then Broncos and Chiefs on Prime.
Yeah,
you got to have subscriptions.
And none of them are going to be on TV. It's crazy work.
That's insane, man. And that's. I mean, we've even talking about that plug, man. All these networks, man. We may have to have a Blackout Sports, screen share or something like that. So all of these damn subscriptions,
at least a one sheet of where to watch. Golly.
All right, man. Well, I'm thinking we're gonna wrap this up. If there's nothing else anyone has on the hearts and mind, I think we talked about what was kind of going on over the holidays. We thank you guys for making time. As we're getting into that holiday season. So for those of you traveling, please make sure y'all have safe travels getting back home or getting to where you're going. But anybody got anything else they want to jump on and talk about it that we possibly could have missed? And that goes for all of our people online as well. Everybody that's viewing online, if you got any comments or things you want to share, let us know.
I actually need a little recap, y'all. I don't even know what all y'all done hit on. I'm way behind. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm behind. First of all, this is a big day for the state of Mississippi. Okay, so I had to watch the first half of the Egg Bowl, Mississippi State, Ole Miss. So I've been caught up in that. So that's why it took me a little while to this is rivalry day for us. So
that's a big day. We did talk about rivalries. So thanks you for bringing up. We did miss the Egg Bowl. So shout out to the Egg Bowl, big rivalry. We did miss that one. We talked about. Well, you'll appreciate this, Jazzy. So as a mutual Steeler fan, the Cowboys are talking about a receiver that they have, and I just wanted them to give us some kind of credit.
Give me 3.
Some kind of credit for him because he is an outstanding receiver. He's just kind of ahead. Some people do better in different situations. I just leave it at that.
And I think a lot of that has to do, and I was telling somebody, Jerry Jones is the type of guy, and he makes no apologies for it. He does not, he's unabashedly what would you call it? He loves shiny toys. He loves shiny toys. And
he's going to get paid
right
after
now.
The season.
Pickens is like a shiny. This shiny new toy, and I'm not even mad at it. It's like I'm glad that it's working out for him. I hate that they're doing what we could not do, but hey, we gotta lick our wounds right now.
If we had a quarterback, we may have been able to keep him. Not having a quarterback.
I agree.
What are you talking about? Y'all had Mason Rudolph, man.
Ha.
That's so funny. Hey, who's your quarterback, Mr. International?
Is Mr. International the one that said the Raiders? This was a year for the Raiders. Did y'all talk about all of those sacks that Geno Smith sold? Are the federal workers?
Why y'all bringing up both stuff?
Is the O-line for the Raiders?
I brought it up.
They furloughed as well. They working without pay. What's going on?
Furloughed is crazy. I brought it up, Jazzy.
What's happening?
Don't worry. I was able to recall that he said that they were going to be all right this year.
Hey, look, Jazzy, we pull receipts on this show, so yeah, that did get brought up, and I think that the Dallas, the Cowboys are going to have Greek night if you remember that whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah, anything. So, that was kind of the crux of it. We talked about hair too, Jaylen Brown's hair. I don't know if you have any comments on that.
Or his lack thereof.
That part. We'll leave that man's hairline alone, man. So those are some of the big topics. And of course, we had to talk a little bit about we did not talk about Shedeur. We kind of Caleb did bring him up. So but it was
valid.
In regards to what Coach Prime was going to do after losing him. But what we think, man. So he had a good turnout. I think Nephew and I were talking about this last night, is that he is the first quarterback for the Browns in a very, very long time to win. Like, was it 30 plus years, Nephew? To win
35 years.
35 years to win their first game, but there has never, ever been a Browns quarterback to win back-to-back games. So,
so if he wins, this would
be legendary.
Hey, get him in a statue.
So
I'm just trying to see if the coaches are actually going to let this man play, and if Jerry Jeudy is going to sell or not again. Because I saw some TikToks about how
I was so mad.
They did not want this man to score a touchdown at all. You get to the 9-yard line, and you're getting direct snaps to Quinshon Judkins to do what he's there to do. So 2 direct snaps.
They said that was the game plan.
Quinshon's kind of a guarantee in that time, in that yardage, but man, give him a chance.
But you think that's the game plan?
So they were trying to win this one. They said this game they wanted to win.
Well, I'm more rooting for him, of course, right? The theme to our damn show. But, I hope he does. Who they're playing? The 49ers, right? Is that their next game?
Yeah.
I'm so glad, for the sake of Shador, that Fred Warner and Bosa are not
playing.
They're both injured.
So that's going to help him. But, they still have what's his name? That was the Jets head coach. He's still a defensive schemer.
Robert Saleh, yeah.
Saleh's still there. Next man up, figure it out. He'll come up with some schemes to confuse him, because he threw one bad pick. And because he's still learning to read pre-snap and all that stuff. That stuff takes time. So it's going to be interesting. Well, I'm rooting for him. How do you guys think that he'll perform in this next game or the rest of the season?
He got a shot, man, if they got the starting backup playing for the Niners. The best number 2 starter in the league.
Who threw three picks in the first quarter. No, and then the other part is with his performance, right? Because in the NFL, you're not supposed to lose your starting job to an injury. How does that look? Because Dylan's not out for the season injury, is it?
No. It's a concussion.
Oh, yeah, he's in concussion protocol. So, yeah, what is that?
Tua was out for the season. So we could easily say he's going to be out for a while. We could stretch it out.
So that's what we'll hang on, huh? So you think Shador plays good this week and he keeps the job? Yay, nay, round the horn?
I think so.
MH?
I don't think they really want him there. I think
now, when you say keep his job, you mean for the remainder of the season?
Yeah. Or do they bring Gabriel back?
I think it'll be week to week. If he is, comparably better or the same as he was last Sunday, I think he'll keep.
The biggest question is the coach going to make it to the end of the season?
I think that writing has been on the wall for a while, and I don't buy that these have been decisions that Stefanski have arbitrarily made. I just don't.
But he's been coach of the year, right? Hasn't he won that back-to-back a couple times?
I did hear he's 2-time coach.
So was my boy Brown and Sack, man. But we cut bait with Brown in mid-season, so that only gets you one more season.
Okay, well, there it is.
I think Shador is auditioning for draft capital for the Browns. I don't think he'll be on the team next year. I think Dylan Gabriel will be on the team. I don't know if he'll be the starter, but Dylan Gabriel will be at least number 2 for whoever's. I don't think Shador is going to be on the team next year. So whatever he's doing now is for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, no, hearts and minds are clear. We'll be watching that. I hope you guys. I thank you, like I said, man, for jumping on holidays. I know everybody's traveling en route in different locations and doing different things. So I just want to thank everybody. MH, you got any final thoughts?
No, the same, man. Just thank you. Happy holidays to everybody.
Happy holidays, everybody. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Good luck in your game.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
I appreciate y'all. Hey, well, everybody have a good one, man. Like we always say, stay safe, practice gratitude, know we're rooting for you. We're jumping out of here, man. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Screaming, all us blacks got is sports and entertainment until we even.
Assuming I'm rooting for everybody.